This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls. 1970, 76, 8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Agent Kieran Estevez, requesting entry. I don't have time for this. This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything, radio me.
Roger that.
The Lake House was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment. Hello? Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No? Okay, well, it was definitely going in the report. It's locked.
Alright. The Lake House Daily. Good news. Headquarters still dark. Pie was good. More pie for the rest of us. We have coffee. Deerfest this week. Bad news. Headquarters still dark. Allergy bad. No, I'm a beer. It's good. Tried it. The artist is illegible. Someone stole the black whiteout board marker. All vacation time canceled. Alrighty.
Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
Replacement keycard request form. Please fill out the fields below before delivering the form to security. A new card will be issued to you once your request is processed. Name: Jules Marmont, co-head of research. Required clearance, the highest one. I forgot what it is called. Reason for replacement: my old card went missing. Indicate here if your card was stolen. How would I know if it was stolen or is lost? Why do you
must have been
not
working on the
put
lower levels.
microchips inside
I'll need to head
inside to
down.
follow them if you are so concerned with this? I am the head of research and I expect a new card on my desk by the end of the work day. Research subject: P. Summary: though through existing or extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. The painting's features, senses, or events he would have no knowledge of. Even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. The effect has been proven multiple times and has been an estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note the lack of precision in this range is due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability of his time, as the nature of the paintings and their paranatural effects are exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. Conclusion: the subject is suspected to be a Class II para-utilitarian, though additional testing will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates. The extent of this forecasting cannot be determined by researchers with any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies. And anybody that has to say that word in this game, or in the other game, Control, anybody who plays in them, and would have to say the word, would have had to have said it before they could even ask him to be the actor in this damn game. And word is a fucking pain in the ass to say. Para-utilitarian, without super concentrating on it. Say it 10 times fast. September 14th, 2003, Thursday. Science fact of the day. Though most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr also invented, in her free time, she patented a frequency hopping device for torpedo guidance systems at the age of 38.
Changing passwords, huh?
Security and Technical Support Division, all departments. Update computer password reset policy. Went too far there. Effective September 13, all computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. We are aware this may be an inconvenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits at the beginning of the password followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. Please also remember that for the time being, passwords are not to exceed 6 digits. Thank you for your compliance. Now, what I have to be on 6 digits? To my new fellow head of the lake house. Love, Diane. Okay. Burroughs University, on the recommendation of the facility and by the virtue of the authority vested in them of the trustees of Burroughs University, has conferred on Jules Francis Marmont the degree of Doctor of Applied Science and is entitled to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. William DeVoe, Chairman of the Bureau of Trustees. Paul Jensen, Dean. Special Service Certificate. This exceptional contribution certificate is awarded to Jules Francios and Marmont in grateful recognition of his outstanding contributions to the Bureau's scientific endeavors. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Note of appointment from Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research, to Dr. Jules Marmont, appointment at Facility Head. The senior leadership of the Federal Bureau of Control is determined to appoint Dr. Jules Marmont Head of Research at the facility of Cauldron Lake, Washington. The appointment will be shared with Diana Marmont, effective upon the facility's completion on July 18th. Zachariah Trench, Bureau Director. Casper Darling, Bureau Head of Research.
An experiment. That bodes well.
Doing it though.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at
I know you
the
missed these.
Lighthouse. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility. We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the lake house. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
What? Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid fuck.
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Yeah, that seems healthy. That's handy.
Access denied.
Good morning. A friendly reminder that proposed annual budgets need to be sent out by the end of this month. Every station is being asked to give a thorough breakdown this year and effort to find areas where spending can be reduced. Should I book a time for us to speak about this and make a plan? All the best. I am too busy to attend meetings. Just use the budget from last year. But make sure to specify that a specific percentage of the research budget is to go toward Project Arbitus to so certain individuals won't be tempted to slow down their competition by stealing resources. I apologize for the difficulty my wife is presenting, Harry. I believe she is suggesting that I would take her project's budget, an unfair and preposterous accusation, though I am confident you understand that. I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget. It is, of course, the head of research's job to oversee such work. Maybe Diane is no longer up to the task. Sincerely. Go fuck yourself, Jules. So, does next week work? Dr. Marmont. Project Artemis has officially requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for any work on Project Ramanas, and they are shared research materials, so can I release them back to Arbitus? Sincerely, Dr. Perry. Please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve your facility's security if you leave your computer open. Thank you. These two have a super healthy relationship, right? Alright, go in the security office so I can get my security badge.
This should come in handy.
Here we goes. Into the depths. Something tells me security level 1 is only going to get me so far.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to— oh, shit!
What's going on? Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order. Shit. A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside.
It's a really little place. I'm not going back to the elevator yet. I have to go see what's going on. What the hell's wrong with these people? Right? Threshold Linking Experiment Progress Report. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of the redacted continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. Recent efforts in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject P to adjust reality in such a way that achieves our goal were unsuccessful. However, this results allowed us to discard that avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that the threshold's energies, and thus its reality-altering effect, are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant levels of emotion. This is supported by a clear trend in the data we have gathered over the years. If we can identify and quantify the emotion of an art piece, our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immediate focus on developing devices capable of measuring the level of emotion in any given piece of art. For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by Subject P. While no pieces of his have yielded successful results outside of their assistance in discovering the redacted pages, his proven status as a parliamentarian makes his work more suitable research material. As the Lake House continues to make progress towards its goal, various avenues of research are being pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. The research into nursery rhymes, directed by Dr. and Dr. Marmont, led by Dr. Campbell. As an art form, has shown viability in its ability to connect with the Cauldron Lake threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward by co-heads of research and incorporated into ongoing research across Lake House, effective immediately. Research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the effective elements of nursery rhymes into their own work. Note: Dr. Campbell and his teams are being reassigned. They will continue to develop their work on the nursery rhymes outside of the Lake House. Any exposure risks related to the performing confidential work outside this facility premises have been acknowledged and accepted by the co-heads of research. Signed, remember these. I'm sure.
Dr. Darling? Okay. Priority one, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, you're not smart?
Dusty. Lay down, Bubba. No barking. Good.
Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Dusty, stop it.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon. Can't open it from the side.
Stop it, Dust.
Jules's keycard could be useful.
Align power cord with receiving socket. Insert power core. Progress update number 6. Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus a lot of black rock. Been grinding the black rock down to a powder and stashing it around in case any gets confiscated. Next steps. Weapon testing using black rock powder, if successful, maybe send schematics to off-site teams. Could send a transfer out of this shithole. Could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Need to think up more applications for black rock now that I have some. There's a researcher at the O who had tons of ideas like this. Wish I could remember their name. Let's pick up this power cord here.
I wish they'd make these things lighter. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
Hey. Little barking buttholes. You hear him? I hear him. Everybody hear him. He's here somewhere. Oh shit, is this a computer? It is. Oh, it's not locked though. Please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station, blah blah blah. To celebrate the arrival of fall, I have brought a variety of seasonal pies from the local diner you all seem to love so much. The members of the Project Ramus can come enjoy them in the lobby near my office. All their staff should visit the other Dr. Marmot's office to see if she brought the pie. Also, despite the ridiculous dramatics of last year, I have purchased the delicious pecan-filled pies. Happy fall. A gentle reminder that null energies are a serious health issue, and making the light of them is not appropriate workplace behavior for anyone of any seniority level. Bringing nuts to the office is a health risk, and should be avoided by for everyone's safety. Do not release any of those pages. Tell Diana and those fools on Project Arbutus that we misplaced them. An unfortunate filing accident. Tell them we are confident the pages will resurface in 2 or 3 weeks. But we are too busy making progress to look for them right now. Be sure to say that we are making progress, just as I wrote it above. There's a significant amount of black rock missing from Sublevel 5. I expect there is a misunderstanding and someone has taken it to another floor by mistake. If you did this, respond to the message and we will fix the problem. Black rock is a precious material. We only have so much of it now, with the oldest house being closed.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Do you hear that, Doctors Marmont? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the Shadow and the AWE. The theory that the Shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the Shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, I came up with that. Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the Shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's very, very exciting. Non-physical forces impact. No, sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but at that, maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the Shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is right now.
The Lake House's research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold. Playing with paranatural forces, it never goes well, Saga. This is exactly why we lock up people like Wake.
You ready for this, guys? Yeah, I know, I'm not either. The boy said, no, mommy, don't do it.
Oh, fine. If you can understand, it never fucking works. This isn't working.
That is correct. This isn't working.
Can't open it from the side. Need a higher clearance keycard.
running away, running away. Son of a bitch, get past him, God. And they're pretty slow. Can you come in here? The light didn't seem to do anything to him, but... Oh look, it's another elevator.
What the fuck were those things? Okay, deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Mirror, please hold. Please hold.
Now where am I?
Hold. Please hold.
What is that?
Well,
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation? What does that mean? Okay, hey, calm down! You need to cease all hostility right now. Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Hey, baby steps. Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
refinement process. ATD, output, and calibration. The automatic typing device will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known parliamentarian, with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. To research this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. The pages will be graded using the following criteria. Comprehensibility. This is the most basic of criteria. This page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style. The page must accurately mimic the typing style or the typical style of Wake's writings, using pages in the Lake House precision as a reference. The page must accurately mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing, using pages in the Lake House's possession as reference. The page must accurately mimic the typical content of Wake's writing, using pages in Lake House possession as reference. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference materials, thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide the instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. So you think. I think you crazy.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine, the paint, it was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
Words per sentence. Max 15, minimum 1, average 6.41. How nice of it to have read it to you. Story concepts: Rudolph Lane, paint, odor, question mark, Marmonts, hate, conflict. Style: character centric, Lane, past tense, clipped phrasing, higher adjective usage, focused timeline.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the Lake House were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the Lake House. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
Okay. Max words 12, minimum 1, 6.71 average. If it's co-heads, 1 word or 2. Style: contains dialogue, clipped phrasings, third person, omniscient, broad timeline. Story concept: Marmonts, Diane, Jules, FBC, Lake House, conflict, water, dark. Organizational update. Moving forward, Research Lakehouse project will be divided into two projects. Project X, codenamed Artibus, will focus on studying the writing of Redacted, with Dr. Diane Marmont serving as project director. Project C, codenamed Romance, will focus on studying Redacted and his work, with Dr. Jules Marmont serving as project director. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project's assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during the reorganization. This is a confidential facility matter, and it is not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped.
Project Artibus Initial Findings Report. Edward Franklin Booker, born in New York, New York, currently resides in New York, New York, married to Tamitha Booker, no known children or dependents, no paracriminal affiliations found, located in Bright Falls, Washington, as of 9/10/2023.
There was a crack in the lake
Writer
house.
and director of 5 stage plays, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist, designated author, playwright. Disclaimer, background investigations performed in very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous. 9/12/2023, Project Artibus. Initial Findings Report. Tamitha Madison Booker, born in Atlanta, Georgia, currently resides in New York, New York, married to Edwin Franklin Booker, no known children or dependents, no paracriminal affiliations found, located in Bright Falls, Washington, as of 9/10/2023, author of 3 commercially successful true crime books. First publication was a poetry collection, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist designation, author, poet. Disclaimer, background investigation performed very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous. So the 2 talked about in this are the black couple that was in the forest when we started the Alan Wake game at witnessed the murder of the already dead man. Look, perfect. My time's about up. It's time to go tinkle and stuff, and here is a save spot. So, seems like a good time.